back. I feel like I say that every time I do one of these videos. I'm back. I need to do these videos more often, I know. Hey, what's good guys? It's Zach. Hope you all are doing well. It is time to do another Best Android Setups Twitter edition. And I'm kind of doing this because, again, my inbox is incredibly full, and I'm also trying to find a replacement for Candid. If you guys remember, that community was bumping. We had almost 20,000 members, if not 20,000 members already. And yeah, that application no longer exists. So I'm leaning towards Google+. Keep up to date with me on Twitter. But yes, another Best Android Setups Twitter edition to hold us over for when we get back into the regular flow of things. But I must say, Twitter edition is actually really awesome because you guys are killing it. Awesome setups coming at your face in a few seconds here, but yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at them. All right, so I know I say this pretty much every time, but if everything works out, my screen should be up right here. And yes, I asked you guys to use hashtag BAS episode 23, and this is what we've got here. So our first setup comes to us from Joshua. Let's take a look at his setup. We've got Nova Launcher with a grid size of 10:9. We have the Pixit icon pack, minimal UI for Zuper, and the top widget is a custom widget. So let's go ahead and take a look at his screenshots here. Let's look at this one. All right, so this looks pretty nice. I like the, okay, the colorway is awesome. You've got the colorway really consistent in the setup. So you've got the teal is that, we'll just call it blue for now, blue and the red. I like the selection of icon packs. You also have a widget off to the left there, which is really cool. And then swiping over to your next screenshot here, we have calendar right here, some more icons, and yeah, your calendar actually matches with the wallpaper and your widgets, which is really, really nice. So I definitely like the consistency with colorway, and the layout is really nice, and that wallpaper is perfect for this kind of setup. So great job on yourself. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So at the risk of messing up this person's name, I'm not gonna try to pronounce it, but this setup is 100% made in KLWP. It's actually KLWP. We've got status bar plus icons. Wallpaper is from Wallpaper Safari. I actually think this looks really nice. I like the template that you used for this screenshot as well. It looks great, and I have to say, this is a very googly setup. I love it. All right, so apparently this icon pack here is not really an icon pack. These icons were actually found on Google. So these are actually images found on Google. Now that's interesting. It's very rare when I come across something like that, but it's definitely very creative as well. You're not just using a regular icon pack applied, and there you go out and choose your own icons, which is pretty cool. I love the widget up top there. It looks really, really cool. It matches your clock, obviously, because it's white, but yeah, it looks really good. This one was sent in on the 4th of July. I like the wallpaper as well. I think I've seen this one before, but it's definitely really nice. I love the clean, minimalistic look and feel here, and yeah, I love the template that you're using as well. It looks like a Xiaomi Mi Mix, but yeah, this looks really good. Great job on your setup. Shout out to Joshua. I'm going to call you Josh for making a comeback with this one here. He says sorry for all the colors, but thought this was sick. Now, don't apologize. We love colors. At least most of us do anyway. I love colors, and yeah, this looks awesome. This looks absolutely awesome. As you guys know, I like to say, I haven't said it in a while, disgustingly sick. So this definitely qualifies for that. There's tons and tons of colors throughout this whole entire setup. I actually like it, and the fact that you're using black wallpaper, absolutely perfect, because if you had used another wallpaper that had a bunch of colors, it just would not have worked. This looks awesome, and yeah, let's see if we can find some details here. We've got the viral icon pack, Nova Launcher, grid size of 10:9. The bottom widget is from Still, thanks to @Reno1080, and the top widget custom from Zuper. So great stuff here. I definitely like that. That icon pack matches perfectly. The font is a little interesting, not in a bad way. I actually like it, but it's just something different. And yeah, just if you're a color freak, I definitely recommend you guys try out something like this. All right, so let's go ahead and check this one out here from Jeroen. I hope I pronounced that one correctly. This actually looks really, really good. So we have the Quantum Dots icon pack here, and I like the template that you have going on here. Xiaomi Mi Mix looks really nice, and you've got the wallpaper there kind of inverted in the background. That looks awesome. And you have designed by Jeroen Chu, and then you have your grid size and icon pack down there at the bottom. Nice touch, I like that. So a grid size of 5:5, and then the wallpaper here, I've actually never seen this one before, so that's cool. I like the widget that you've got down there at the bottom showing your time, battery percentage, and weather. That looks really cool. And then the top widget up there matches perfectly. Quantum Dots icon pack, thumbs up for that. Let's go ahead and check out this one here. This one here is simple and clean, and you've got the Wycons version, so pretty much the same setup, actually the same exact setup, just with different icons. So I don't know, which one do you guys like better? Do you like this one with the Wycons, or do you like this one with Quantum Dots? Definitely let us know. And yeah, that's a great setup. I actually really like that. I'm actually going to try something like that on my Xiaomi Mi Mix. Thanks for the inspiration. All right, so our next setup comes to us from Iram. I hope I pronounced your name correctly too, but we've got Nova Launcher with a grid size of 12:7. We've got the Ango icon pack, love that one. Minimal UI for Zuper and month calendar widget, and this one was inspired by Tech Me Out. Shout out to Tech Me Out. She makes awesome videos. If you haven't checked her out already, go ahead and do that. But yeah, taking a look at this setup, I love it. I actually really love it. The wallpaper is really cool. It's perfect. It's the absolute perfect canvas for an awesome setup, and you took advantage of that. That is like one of the run-on sentences that I like to say. Anyway, I like the widget in the middle there. Really nice touch. You've got pretty much everything that you need in there, and you used it to your advantage in that you use it as a label for what you've got going down beneath that. Most used applications, and you have a grid of, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3x5, and yeah, it looks nice. Icon pack matches perfectly with the wallpaper, and the grid size is actually perfect for that. You did a great job. And then swiping over here, month calendar widget. I love how you fit it with this wallpaper. It fits pretty much perfectly, and then you have some icons down there at the bottom along with a swipe up arrow to get to your app drawer. Definitely a good look on this one. Great job. All right, so our next setup comes to us from the Schnav. Almost positive I got, I don't even know. Did I get that one right? I don't know, let me know. We've got Nova Launcher with a grid size of 11:7. We've got the Picks Up widget as well as minimal UI for Zuper. And then we also have the Quantum Dots icon pack, and this wallpaper is from Backdrop. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. You can see at the upper right hand corner, that's the first thing I noticed, is that battery icon. You guys already know where that came from if you saw my tutorial video. Gotta love that one, great look. And I like the widget at the bottom there, very googly, obviously, and it looks really good. The icon pack choice is perfect, matches your widget down there as well, and I love the widget up there with your date and your time. Looks really, really good. The wallpaper is a nice choice as well. Kind of sets the tone for this whole setup, and you can actually do a whole lot with this wallpaper. So yeah, it looks really good. Very simple, nice and clean. I'm digging it. All right, so check this one out. This one pretty much screams summer. Gotta love this one. So we've got Nova Launcher, we've got Today Weather, and self-made widgets. All right, that's cool. And then we've got the Delta icon pack. Gotta love that one. And the wallpaper is linked here as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at this setup here. I like it, I like it, I like it. So Today Weather, awesome application. If you haven't tried it out already, it's a great weather application, and it also gets you awesome widgets like this one up top there. And then love the Delta icon pack. It actually matches really well with this wallpaper because of the colorway. It looks really nice, very toned down color palette. And then you also have a big square label right here that says applications. The letters are transparent. That's cool as well. And then you've got peace, love, and positivity widget right there in the middle. That's a nice touch. And then swiping over to this one here, you've got the battery widget at the upper middle there, which looks really cool. And then you have more applications. And yeah, it's a very simple setup, but it looks nice. I actually like this one. Very, very summer-like. And yeah, digging it. Nice. All right, so next up, we've got this setup coming to us from Timothy. It says, yo, what's going on, guys? It's your average setup here, pun intended. If you guys already know, this is a colorway that would make your average consumer really, really proud. So let's go ahead and see what kind of details we've got here. ADW Launcher 2, awesome. I definitely encourage you guys to use something other than Nova Launcher. Nothing wrong with Nova Launcher, it's just nice to see some variety. So thumbs up for ADW Launcher 2. We've got a grid size of 9:11, icon size is 85%, and then we also have a desktop size of 80%. Icon Pack Studio, okay, so you kind of made those yourself. Self-made KWGT widgets, and Minimal Pro, which is the wallpaper. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one here. If you guys haven't tried out Minimal Pro, it's actually a really nice wallpaper application. It is a live wallpaper as well. Awesome. So here you go. You've actually, I like this. You've made the widgets here kind of coexist. What's the word I'm looking for? They blend in. They blend in very well with the wallpaper. It almost makes it look like it's part of the wallpaper as well. So you've got your date, your battery percentage, and then you have your time there and your next alarm. Everything is either this teal color or white, which is really cool. And you've got your icons down there using the Icon Studio. And then yeah, let's move over. You have your app drawer here. Everything, of course, is color coded because of the icon pack that you're using. And so yeah, this looks really cool. So for those of you that like certain colorways like this one here, this is awesome. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, so next up we have the return of Sasht. If you guys remember from the previous episode, he was making some really awesome setups, and this one here is no exception. This is actually a really nice setup. So we've got Nova Launcher Prime, Zuper widget has been a customized Zuper widget. The wallet is from the Wally application. We've got the Sympax icon pack, and we've got a KWGT widget at the bottom. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this one here. This is just too sick. I love it. I'm more of a simplistic type of person, so when it comes to setups, I like simplicity, and this reaches out to me. I think I would run something like this on my phone. It looks really good. Love the widget up top there. Love the widget at the bottom says, hello sir, how can I help? Tap me or say okay Google. That looks really cool, and you can just get your search going on there. Syntax icon pack. Again, you guys already know. Say it with me. This is definitely a favorite of mine. Then you've got your arrow down there to indicate your app drawer. Moving on over here, you have a music widget, and then you also have your month calendar widget as well with more applications at the bottom. But this screenshot right here just looks really nice. I mean, I'm not the only one, am I? I mean, this looks nice. That looks nice. Oh yeah, that looks nice. I could definitely see myself doing something like that. It's simple, it's clean, and it works. Good job. All right, so next up we have this setup coming to us from Jordan. We've got Nova Launcher Prime, grid size of 9x6. Then we also have the Lions icon pack, minimal UI, and Trident 2 for Zuper, and they have been edited. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. It is an Iron Man setup, and I've seen this wallpaper so many times, but this is actually one of the first setups that I actually say, okay, that works really well. Not to discredit all of the other people that have used this wallpaper, but this one actually jumps out to me because not only do you have the widget there, we'll get to that in a second, but the icon pack is absolutely perfect. I love it. All right, so let's get to that widget. It matches the wallpaper perfectly, and it's like a speech bubble coming out of Iron Man. That's kind of cool. I like that. Nice touch there. And then of course the wallpaper itself is sick. We already know that. And then you have this bar here. I'm assuming that's your battery percentage or something like that. That looks cool. Now the text that says Iron Man, that matches with the icon very well. I love it. And unlabeled icons, no dock, no status bar. Just really clean, and yeah, it's just great. I love it. And then you have this one here. You've got a label for social, all your social media applications. I like how you space those out. And then you have your month calendar widget. Very nice and clean setup. And again, this is something that I could see myself running on one of my phones. So this is great. Love it. All right, so next up we have this setup coming to us from James. We've got ADW Launcher 2, Zuper Trident 2, and then we have backdrops. That's where the wallpaper came from. We have got month calendar widget and today weather and a grid size of 5x6. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one here. I love it. I love it. It's so clean and basic and minimalistic. I love it. It's great. I love it. Okay, so the wallpaper, it looks cool. I like where you place the widget there, kind of in the middle between the trees and the water. That looks nice. And then the Google search widget up top there. Thumbs up for that. Gotta love the Google search widget. Delta icon pack, you already know I love that one a lot. And yeah, nice choice here. It actually goes really well with the wallpaper. And then today weather at the top there. And you have daily apps written there for your daily application. So nice touch all around. It's very clean and very simple, but it gets the job done. I like it. Good job, James. All right, so our next setup comes to us from Reno. This is a simple KLWP setup, and you guys already know KLWP setups are awesome. So we've got Nova Launcher. We've got 2 page presets. Apps and music page. That's cool. The icon pack is actually one that I've never heard of before. The iJuke icon pack. Let's go ahead and just call it that. It might be something else. And then the wallpaper is from the Syntax icon pack. So that's pretty cool. We've got some more information down here. But let's go ahead and take a look at these screenshots, shall we? All right. So looking at this one here, that looks really cool. I like that. Okay. So you've got a green thing going on here with your widgets and your text. You have some stapled icons down there at the bottom. Not really icons, but more labels that lead you to applications. That's part of the preset, obviously. And that looks cool. You got your battery percentage up top there. You've got your date. And then you have your time as well. A grid of icons there in the middle. That's looking nice. The icon pack actually matches very well with this wallpaper. Moving on here, you have a music widget. Obviously, this is the music preset page, so that looks really cool. And you have next, stop, previous, and a list of music, which is pretty cool. And you actually have the time of what is actually playing in the song, so that's nice. And you have the album art there in the middle. So it's a very nice and clean setup. And I like that you're using KLWP. I get them all mixed up just like before. So anyway, nice setup there. Thumbs up on this one. All right, so that about does it for Best Android Setups episode number 23, Twitter edition. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you guys want to see more setups, don't worry, because on Twitter, because we're using hashtags, this is actually an advantage over using the setups that I get on my inbox, because you guys don't see all of the other submissions. Whereas with this one, you can see pretty much every setup that was sent in because of the hashtags. You can keep track of each and every one that I do on Twitter, meaning episode number 22, we had BAS episode 22, and then obviously for this one, hashtag BAS episode 23, so you can keep track of each and every setup. So make sure you check them out if you do want to check out some more setups. So that does it for this video. Yeah, I pretty much did my outro already, so I'll just go ahead and say see you guys later, and yeah, talk to you in the next video. Have a good one, guys.